Hi, I'm Sally. I have been working for Origin Energy for many years. Luckily, in 2013, I have been promoted to Senior Compliance Manager of Upstream Gas and Oil Division. Career dresses, well paid, fancy conference. What a professional woman you guys thought I am. However, what I have been really going through are thousands of times staying in dilemma and question myself what is integrity and what is the right choice.
Flashback.
Here's the bad news. There is a serious explosion happened yesterday at Bahara Springs Redback Southville, number 1, New Perth.
Okay, how serious?
Actually, it's the worst incident I've ever seen in my whole career. Many people died. It's a big trouble.
Have you found out the inducement?
Yes, I thought it was mainly about failure to maintain or to properly maintain the integrity of a raging gas well. So it causes leaks, and actually, these systematic issues we've already identified them, but we haven't paid enough attention to them. And since there is no report to clarify and record them, so it happened.
Even it's enough. I feel so bad about these people who suffered in this misfortune. But gentlemen, you guys know how to deal with it, right? As we already have tons of experience of it. And the internal audit activity is in progress. I don't want to see any related issues disclosed on the report. And the information should not be leaked from here. Peter, you know what to do, right?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Great. Any other agenda today? Any explosion?
No.
No? Any leak?
Not at all.
Okay, dismissed.
Good job, audit team. You guys have been the company's upstream gas and oil division and second worst grid possible. It is far enough for these numerous issues you have been identified.
You're welcome.
On the positive side, as long as these issues had been disclosed, there is a big chance these issues could be restructured the right way, as they had been the disclosure and maybe Origin will turn attention on it.
Too naive.
Do you guys know, I was shocked when I was browsing the report. The division not only failed to comply with half of the requirements of Australian standard governance compliance and 7 out of 9 of Origin internal regulatory compliance rules, but also failed to record regulatory breaches at oil and gas fields across Australia and New Zealand in the database system or report to them to regulators.
Much later.
A year has been passed by, but sadly, these issues identified in last year's audit report had still not been fixed. And I, as a compliance manager, this put me standing at the dilemma, and internal struggle is ongoing. Guys, should I give the true statement to the audit team or should I hide them?
Are you mad? Do not tell anybody about this. Just keep quiet. It is not your problem. Why should you get bothered as long as you are getting paid?
Hey friend, do not listen to her. Have you forgot about the Code of Ethics APAS 110?
Oh jeez. These issues are contributed by their inherent company culture. If origin is a hard rock, then you are just a fragile egg. How could you believe you can change the result just by being honest? If you're doing so, you are against the whole brand.
There always need to be someone to do the right thing. Do not listen to the devil and do the right thing. Be brave.
Don't be naive.
Right, there are always someone need to stand out. I will try. May I come in?
Yes, come in, please. Hey, Sally, sit down, please.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Sally. I received the email, so I just want to confirm what that's for.
Yes, I compare what we have done in this year with the issues list identified in previous audit report. I found that a lot of issues still have not been rectified yet. Thus, I made a spreadsheet and highlighted all the issues remain unrectified issues. And based the huge amounts there, I thought our upstream complaints was likely to be rated unsatisfactory this year. I don't want to be in dilemma, so I sent this mail to Mr. Beatty and Mr. Hobart.
Okay, Yandi, dear, I know your feeling, but being integrity is good, but you are not the one supposed to worry about this. And when I was your age, I was also struggling on it, but later I found that it is not the right way to blow the whistle on something just being seeing the appearance of that issue. And the board have their own consideration, even you don't agree with that.
and everyone has their own place in this hierarchy. So as long as you're working there, all you need is to obey and do whatever is best for the company. This is how you show the respect to your career, you know that?
But it is so unethical.
Okay. I think we should finish our discussion here and slow down and think about what I have said. You will realize I say so for your own good. And later I will send you another version of spreadsheet made by Mr. Wanda. Please modify your version based on that. And you are a smart girl. I know you can figure out how to deal with that properly. Okay, thank you.
The contamination of aquifers, leaking oil and gas, spills of the radioactive materials, all these issues had not been previously reported. How could they do this? What should I do? What should I do? Should not I disclose the truth?
Dear, do not worry. If break, the truth must come out.
No, dude. You've already saw the scenario. Listen to the good side. Just follow the instruction of your manager instead.
If you go with the devil, you may get benefits from the short run, but in the long term, you will be accountable for that issue.
Yes, this makes sense. I'll not change anything.
God bless.
Meanwhile,
Okay, I'm done with my part. Any other things to discuss today?
Yes, Sally, the senior manager of compliance, prepared a spreadsheet, list all the issues that remain unrectified, and she planned to give an unsatisfaction to unspring complaints. And I tried to convince her, but I'm not sure it will work.
That's easy. Set some obstacles for her and she will go. If she's stubborn, find some excuses and fire her.
Okay, I got it. But what if she leaks these issues to the media? What we should do to fix that? It will hurt our reputation a lot.
Deny all the allegations and tell the public relationship division to find some reasonable things to shift mass attention. Got it?
Got it.
tomorrow.
Hi, Mr. King. We are the journalists from Fairfax Media. Origin stock price dropped down recently. Is it contributed by the whistleblower issue? And how Origin responds to your senior compliance manager's allegations?
We categorically define all the allegation underlying the Mrs. McDowell claim, and will vigorously define the claim in the court.
Thank you.
Yes, they denied all the things. And later, the news is talking about 25 billion Australian specific LGN project. They moved the attention successfully. After standing out against the unethical issues, Anna started to monitor and spite me.
Why are you always drinking water? How thirsty you are. You're always waiting the working time. Unbelievable, jeez. Sandy, you spend too many time in the toilet. What a lazy boy you are. So what do you think?
I think it's difficult for me to change the spreadsheet.
Why are you always doing such things? I cannot have a staff like you don't follow any instructions and don't follow me.
Every day I was under huge stress and depression. Although there are some investigation in my complaints, but it doesn't work. Finally, in August, they made an excuses as shading 800 jobs as part of cost-cutting effort. And in October, finally, Orgel made me redundant. However, the funny thing is, they hired another guy for same position days later. Other thing is, although there is a protection under the whistleblower provision of Corporation Act, it doesn't matter. Even a senior compliance manager like me with 17 years law experience was not able to find another suitable jobs because Origin had informed all the industry this woman is a whistleblower and he is not loyal for the company. The whole thing has totally ruined my life. Even my personal relationship have been negatively impacted.
See? I told you.
Sorry, let's welcome our friends today, Sally and Emma.
Hello, I'm Sally, the betrayer in the video.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma, Senior Public Relationship Supervisor.
And now we got the Origin Energy case here. So would you guys like to talk us about more details about the whole story?
Happy to.
Yeah, why not?
Great! We have seen the response of Origin Energy toward this case. Emma, how would you evaluate their actions?
Well, I must say they were doing good on protecting their public figures. From where I'm standing, all their actions have one purpose, that is to remain legitimate in the eyes of the public. That is, values and the norms are aligned with the social expectations. Their denial on the allegation, changing the concept of the standards that they are not complying to, and also removing the spotlight from the issue, were all working to prevent the breakdown of their legitimacy and maintain the status of being perceived as legitimate. That's actually the fundamental thing for a company to operate within a society.
That's true. They recognize the hit to share price as a result of falling investment, completely moved the spotlight away from the whistleblowing issues.
Okay, that sounds like a tips for all business to deal with public relations. Sally, I've heard that you also launched a written report to the Risk Committee of Origin. Would you mind tell us how it went with that?
Indeed, I gave the officer a report expressing my concern about the compliance failure, but it was just chasing the wind. The entire company was focusing on the investment project that would not allow such a material error to be revealed. That's my understanding.
Yeah, that's not hard to imagine. So, looking it through, that's because you're still dealing with an internal staff. Sure, they will consider the face of the organization. They would not allow any damages or stress to the company's reputation when they are working on something big. Actually, Origin could set up an external department that are in charge of sorting out employees' concerns about the company. As an independent third party, that department will not be influenced by what's going on with the company, and therefore are more likely to do the right thing. Besides, rewards can be given to whistleblowers who actually reveal essential issues about the company. In that way, Origin has more opportunities to discover their problems and also keep problems within their control. People like Sally would not need to stand up, blow the whistle, and become this famous. Issues she brought up could be processed by the department, and in that way, everyone will be happy.
Oh, sounds like a good idea. Anything else you guys want to share with us?
Other is one thing that I want to mention. I believe that many companies nowadays, including Origin Energy, are claiming to respect equal rights of the stakeholders, but they actually adopt the demand-driven stakeholders theory. Management are focused on the powerful ones. I would not go too far and say we are equal rights among all the stakeholders, but at least what management can do is finding an optimal balance among everyone interested.
That sounds reasonable. If we take Origin Energy as an example, they could conduct a seasonal meeting during which employees are able to express their concerns over the company. Reports on the meeting content and evaluation of attendee suggestions could be generated on a regular basis. That's a good way to show the public that people relevant to the organization are treated in an equal and respectful manner. Also, as to my knowledge, there has been confusion about whether the allegation was about voluntary disclosure or compulsory standards. Despite the fact here, what Origin can do to prevent potential loss in the future is to improve their transparency. Maybe disclose more relevant information and also make sure internal and external parties are aware of the differences between voluntary disclosure and legal standards that they have to comply to. It is a basic thing to avoid unnecessary attack and also shape a good figure in the lens of the general public and also the community.
Thanks for your advice, ladies. Although I'm quite surprised to notice that you know such about the ethic and the public relationship things, Sally.
Well, I have moved my focus. After those bullying and downturn in my life, I have started my own legal business to help those who have similar experience. I'm not only one who was talking about the unethical issues. There are lots of people like me, and they are sacked for blowing the whistle, but that story didn't come out.
Oh, good to hear that. You are moving on. Happy for you. And I guess you also know there's like employee protection is actually covered partially under the Corporation Act and the Fair Work Act. And however, these are still quite limited, and your case is a milestone for Australia, and they call it a task case for whistleblowers in corporate. And we'd love to follow up your case, and we're looking forward to perfection of laws regarding whistleblower issues. And great to have you guys today. See you next time.